saying is, if you don't work at 9 to 5 and you're working at 10 o'clock at night, what's going on? The math isn't math.
I feel you. But some people got late night gigs. You feel me? Or they work in the afternoons. What you want me to tell her? Don't work, and I'm not taking care of you if you don't work.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to tell my young niggas. Wow, they don't give.
Oh man. Welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Young Exec, a.k.a. I'm here for a second, man. Leave your best impression. You know what I mean? A.k.a.
Talk to him.
Yes, I'm here to be an inspiration.
In real life.
That's it. Man. I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. Happy Jamaican Independence Day. Well, late Jamaican Independence Day. A.k.a. one of the flyest niggas you know, man.
Okay.
In real life.
I see. I don't know. You got the Jamaican memo because you got
Bob
Marley shirt on too.
That's how I know we're soulmates, man. Pause. But we connect like that. You feel me?
This is why I don't go outside.
Love is love.
But yeah,
Like
I found this. I'm like, you know what? It's some fly shit.
I
Just threw it on.
Put it on.
But please welcome.
Put that shit on. Do AB song. I gotta be on the choke on.
Yeah. AB, shout out to that boy AB, man. Rolling out, going crazy.
Oh shit, man. Well, we got some guests in, some special guests.
Returning guests.
Returning
guests.
guests.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Our fellow podcast in the city.
Brothers. Union. We should get one.
Podcast Union from Palm Beach County.
Please introduce yourself again, please.
Hey, man, listen, man. First, shout out to These Are the Aesthetics. Gary Cheech, those are our boys in real life. But yeah, like I said, I am co-creator, co-host of the DVP podcast, Desires, Value, Passion.
Yes.
My name is Nick Gabe.
This is your boy, the second co-host of DVP, Desire, Value, Passion. Stefan, a.k.a. Saj, a.k.a. Wise. You know the vibes. Let's get it.
Yeah. He's a cool one. He's a cool one.
Yeah,
He's
Right?
a cool
He
one.
always like microphone ready. This guy.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. He's ready to speak. How's everyone feeling? Let's get our potting mentally or mental shit right. How's everyone feeling?
Because clearly we all have a lot to say every week. So, but what's really how y'all doing?
I just want to get this off my chest real quick. I told Nick this before, right?
Talk to me.
So it was a situation where I was with this dom, right? I was talking to this dom, right?
Shit.
And she got mad because I was trying to make plays with her. I'm trying to like, yo, let me take you out type shit. She's like, oh, I would, but I know you be talking to so-and-so. Mind you, this girl is talking to 3 other niggas. She's mad because I talked to another bitch. I'm like, come on, bro. What we
Double
doing?
standard. We gonna talk about it.
Come on, bro. Like,
You know what it is though? Was that this week? Because I can
this week.
This week? That's crazy.
I think you know you mad. He's like, it's this week. But the nigga raised his voice.
The bitch.
Bro, I was so tight. I was like, damn, bro. I told Nick, and like, after you said what's going on, I was like, bro, this chick really did this to me, bro. She really trying to play me like that.
Trying to take control of your energy, man.
It's okay though.
Yo, you know what my go-to line when a girl has been just acting up and she don't want
I want to hear this.
cooperate?
Talk to me.
And I'm like, yo, in short, I just want to do things with you, for you, and to you. That's it. I said, I mean, like, we young. I'm not trying to marry you right now. You feel me? I'm just trying to build something. I'm just trying to have fun. And honestly, when you're making plans, bro, you got to do active shit so they could, because this is the thing. Niggas always go with the generic plan stuff. Oh, let's go bowling. Let's go to the movies. Do something so outfield.
Let's go in my car.
Let's go, Mike.
Because I'm
So
telling you,
romantic,
bro,
nigga.
that's how I get women. Usually, I say what I feel.
Yeah.
I say the most shit that they won't even think like a nigga like me would say. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, like, and I cater to their interests. So just if you tell her this
Love a boy.
fam, you know, let's do a picnic at the beach at night.
Yeah.
Or I want to see you in your pure, in your purest form. Like, let's have a
Jeez,
breakfast
I think you need to
date.
stop talking. You're giving too many niggas these
Nah, that's
games.
fine, bro, because I got 1,000 more, man. Niggas ain't
get
fucking
a
with me.
No, when I see a woman act like that, I'm like, there's those type of people. I'm like, yo, do you own a mirror? You ever like look at yourself sometimes?
Yeah.
No, making sense, bro.
You should.
It's called the Instagram effect. When you feel like you have too many options when you realistically don't. Because the last thing I'm going to say before we move on
Yes.
is a lot of women feel like they have a lot of options. And it's like, do you have men actively in your life trying to pursue you, or do you have men in your life that's trying to fuck?
Remember what we talked
about?
about?
Are you there's meaningful pursuits and disposable pleasures.
Exactly.
Like, which one are you? Which box do you kind of fall on?
No, you podcast. No. You podcast though in real life, and hopefully we get enough time so I can give these boys their flowers because I really appreciate what they do. But you be podcasting.
Yeah, man. All I'm gonna say is just I gotta get my little head off. Hopefully you practice what you preach.
Yeah, for real.
1,000%. 1,000%.
That's another thing. Niggas don't practice what they preach.
It's a difference between saying and doing.
Yeah.
Well, how you doing, nigga?
Man, mentally I am well, happy, healthy, bills paid. Making a big move Friday. Out the city.
Talk about it. What's happening Friday?
I'm going from South Florida to North Florida. I'm going to Tally, man.
Tallahassee.
Yeah, I'm hearing the story.
Strap it up. Don't get an STD, nigga. Yeah. I heard.
I'm going there.
Allegedly.
Nah, for real. But, just the journey itself, I'm ready for it. Still finishing everything from here so I can get ready for that. But besides that, man, we knocking episodes down too as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
no
to
partying, just school, right?
It's going to be a mix of everything, It's going to be a mix of everything.
You better than me. I would have lied, right?
I'm going to have a great balance, though. But, I'm there with a purpose, for
I just
sure.
want to tell you, stay safe in Boy County.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, though. That's what I'm hearing.
Do you have a young lady in your life that this move might be hard on at the moment? I'm just asking.
No, sir.
Okay, got
sir.
it. You took a little minute there.
I just want to know when I say this, who might want to hit my line, but then I'm like, nah, nobody going to say that. Like, everything's good around.
Are you planning to have a lot of goodbye sex this week?
Hey man, listen. I say this a lot in everything I do, man. Love is love.
Great fucking answer. Great fucking answer.
I try to get him.
I love having a podcast. It trains you well. It trains you. The practice come. What they be saying? Them 100 free throws every night. They come back.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, this podcast it starts like speaking, like the job interviews.
I promise you. That's the one thing I've always told somebody. If you want a podcast, or if you just want to be a part of a podcast, you're going to eventually learn how to just speak more clear and more just fluid, like it's real.
Yeah.
I seen the change.
Hey, you out here in the interview asking the boss questions. All right, nigga, what you got for me?
What you about?
What's your 5-year plan?
What's your 5-year plan? Here, got it.
Okay.
Well, for me, I've been feeling good, man. I had a good week until recently and stuff with certain news that we're gonna disclose and talk about in a second. But overall, I'm happy, healthy. Yeah, just a lot of decisions, a lot of emotions, but again, we're men, so we kind of have to strap up our boots and keep pushing through it. So
I'm stopping.
We're not really. I know it's toxic to say, but we're not really allowed to have bad days like that and an emotional day in where we lock ourselves in somewhere and process things a lot. Besides sleep, of course.
For real.
What about you, Gary, man? Where you been at?
Me, man, I've been a little bit happier, man. I'm getting back to my nice, boring routine, saying fuck outside completely at this point, just pay off these bills. Other than that, man, I really can't complain much. Obviously, there's a lot of shit to complain about, but at the end of the day, you gotta be thankful. At the end of the day,
for sure.
Yeah, because lately I just been realizing, yo, man, I'm fucking human. I ain't perfect. If I don't want to do some shit, I ain't gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I'm capable to. So I
respect that.
Yeah.
One thing about Gary, he's very honest. You feel me?
Transparent.
Sometimes too honest.
Sometimes too honest, but sometimes also full of shit. I mean,
okay,
but because I could read, just like Gary. No, because just like Gary could read through me sometimes, I could read through him sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you feel me? But then
y'all soulmates.
Yeah. Relax.
I'm already not liking this narrative.
But that's real.
No, meaning because there's certain Gary picks and choose a lot of stuff, just like everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But Gary will dress it up. But Gary is the type of nigga that don't make the plain sandwich. He's not gonna give you the meat, the cheese, and the bread.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw you a little lettuce, throw you a little tomato to make you feel like, ooh, you eating something fancy. But it's like, nigga, you eating a sandwich.
Throw some provolone in that thing.
Yeah, that's good. Oh no, that's not American cheese. That's Swiss. That's feta.
Okay.
That's
I actually do like Swiss cheese.
That's
funny.
gorgonzola to make it seem like fucking it's the most incredible shit ever. But
wait,
it's just
you know
what
what?
it is.
I have to bring this up. Is this I remember I ordered. I was out with Cheech one day. We were ordering wings.
Yeah.
what do black people usually get? Because I got blue cheese, and then this nigga judged me and said, "Oh, bro, it's ranch."
I'm gonna be real because I don't really eat chicken wings too much, but when I do, I'm like really weird. I would probably go ranch off rip, but if not, I probably just say I don't even want it, just the wings.
I'm not gonna hold you,
but I'm going ranch though.
I fuck with the blue cheese. I'm sorry. I'm fucking with the blue cheese.
Like what?
These niggas always end up sitting next to each other.
Yeah,
It's like we here with it. Don't worry about it.
The thing is, you have to think. You're getting something like quite savory, and you getting something to cut it with the blue cheese. That shit hit different. I'm sorry.
Do you know the process of which blue cheese is made?
No.
Yes, I know the process. We don't need to get into that. We don't need to get into that. Why would we do that?
You know what I hate? Why I hate niggas like that? Oh, do you know how it's made? Nigga, you do hookah. Shut the fuck up.
Let's see. All right, see, and this is my problem with niggas again. Drake does hookah in videos at home. Nobody says a fucking word.
Yeah.
The same bitches that would have fucked Drake. I go up there doing, all these lesbian niggas that want to do hookah, smoke hookah after each other. Bitch, if Drake hit you up right now to go to fucking Canada, you on the first flight out. Stop it. Yeah, bro. So again, I feel you, but all right, cool. So in more morbid news, let's just get this thing out the way so we can continue on with the rest of the show. Gary, you want to roll it out for us?
Yeah, I'll roll it out, man. So unfortunately, on Monday I received the news very randomly, man. So a reoccurring guest you saw here a couple of times, Danthony, one of the co-founders of Peo, he unfortunately passed away. So, yeah, man, that's just saying that alone is kind of hard to just put out because literally I talked to Danthony probably 2 weeks ago, maybe less than that, and I found this information out at work, and I was literally just fucking stuck, bro. Like literally, I couldn't even do shit. Danthony, like obviously we didn't know Danthony like long. I probably knew him for like 6-7 months. But just in that little time span, like, this dude was a jolly kid, funny kid, always, like, down to earth, definitely ahead of his time. And it's just, like, hella fucking unfortunate that he passed. So, how'd you feel about it, Chief?
Did you guys know him?
I never got a chance to meet him, but I've seen him through your episodes, and he just looked like, a guy just trying to work hard, take care of his people.
Well, I met D'Anthony since high school. We went to the same high school. We went to St. Lucius, and he was always to me like, how you when you met somebody and they're memorable off rip.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have nothing going on, you're just like, that kid is going somewhere. It's just his attitude, aura, and all that. So to me, like I told him in our previous episodes that we did with him like 7 months ago, I told him I always thought he was a mix of Lil Wayne and Tyler the Creator. Like he knows how to stay to himself. He knows how to be jolly. He was in the middle. He knew the street niggas. He know the nerdy kids. He could get geeky. He could get slick. He could get smart. And he's outside. You always can catch him outside. Like he was a people person. Like let's say you had a brand, he want to chop it up with you. Like he was just a jolly kid, full of life. And he loved sharing, you feel me? Like, whether it's information or not. Like, what I really respect about him is he's always one phone call away. When we call him and reach out to him to do the show, he was excited. For somebody that was, dealing with celebrities, had a celebrity clientele or giving away shit and just being on the scene at fashion shows, you would think, like, the more niggas are trying to climb up, they get bougie. They're not trying to be tied down to people from their own city and stuff. Very open. And what I really respected about him was when we said something on the show he didn't like, he immediately called you and said, bro, you gotta bring me back on the show. Like, he's asking like we was gonna say no, but it's like the fact that, and he made me happy because it was one of those things like, that's what we want. We want niggas to watch the show, to be mad, be upset, have something to say, comment, DM us. We want y'all to interact because we do this for y'all. So, like, salute to him, like a creative, a talent, a friend, and somebody that wanted to see everybody win. And, just losing him made me think about a conversation I had with Jerry, but more so it made me think about a speech that Tyler Perry gave at BET when he was accepting an award. Yep. He was saying like, to the dreamers, just know, like, I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an inspiration. But also to all the dreamers and creatives and people that are doing something that want to go somewhere far, you just got to know that there are lives attached to your dreams. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, we do this podcast shit, right?
Yeah.
But it could be an inspiration to a kid that watches it to do their own network. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, like, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who could be part of the show. And let's say later on we have a network and we have a few studios. We're going to need makeup artists. We're going to need videographers, photographers. Like, you don't know what role you're going to play into changing somebody else's lives. And to bring it back to him is like, he touched everyone he met a certain way. He was never selfish with information. He was willing to chop it up with you, and he was always himself. And that's something that you can't duplicate and you can't fake. You get what I'm saying? So he touched a lot of people. He created a lot, and his legacy is always going to be around, man. And anybody, like from the Ians, from Jerry, from Filthy, I want you guys to keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. We saw what he was able to accomplish, in a short lifespan. So imagine,
Actually,
with the right resources and influence.
Even about that, like you just mentioned, like a short time span, like he didn't have the biggest resources. He didn't have all the money to back him, and he still, like, his brand went out like far as fuck. Like, just to name off a couple names that we've seen in him and Casey's brand Pale. Like, we've seen I believe we saw Quavo, Offset wearing his shit. Peasy. Future was just caught seen wearing his bucket hat. Then you have the fashion dudes like Bloody Osiris, and the list goes on
Terry
and on
Rozier.
and on. So the thing, like, to wrap up on, like, my main issue with, like, his passing is, like, obviously the fact that he's not here. But, like, the issue is that, like, I felt like the universe kind of, like, cheated us because we didn't really get to see his full potential. Like, I remember, like, I'm not comparing Danthony to Virgil, but my main thing about Virgil is that we got a peek of what, like, Virgil's full potential was, because Virgil was designing airplanes, making cars, all types of clothing. He was the face of Louis fucking Vuitton. But D'Anthony, I just say, like, we saw him at, like, just start at this small place, and it literally reached to freaking, like, astronomical freaking heights. So I just feel like that was just one thing, that we were definitely cheated on his, like, full potential. And honestly, just to say, like, D'Anthony, like, saying that he left, like, a young age, he left us early, is like an understatement.
Mm-hmm. I guess the last thing I want to say is he really got it from the roots, from going to sneaker events to sneaking into fashion shows, getting kicked out. Like, you used to hear him running up on Kim Jones. The early days, he was appointed as one of the leaders at Dior. Like, this man was chasing the dream, like in real time. Like, bro, like, sacrificing his lifestyle, his well-being, putting everything on the line to chase that dream. And that's something we can all learn from. And, the last thing I want to say is, man, there's beauty in completion, right? Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is God don't make mistakes. And what I'm going to continue to say is whether he touched you in certain ways or whatever he was able to accomplish, like, he planted a seed. Whether that's in your life, in your mind, in your creative process, he was there as an example, as what I would call a proof of concept. This is how far you will go, and where your willingness to be relentless will take you if you really try. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, I know niggas that's been rapping since 2006 can't even secure a deal or a meeting with an A&R. You get what I'm saying? Like, leaving high school and not going to college, making certain moves, and to be able to breach that level is crazy. And, he'll forever be remembered. We'll cherish his memory. And, yeah, that's somebody I'm definitely going to be telling my kids about, as somebody that shocked the culture of Palm Beach County, Florida, and the world, potentially in some type of way, shape, or form. Because clothes don't die.
Yeah, man. Rest easy, man. Rest easy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, for sure. Well, getting out of that, being morbid a little bit. All right, let's get into an acclimated show that we've been watching since we were kids. Yeah. The Breakfast Club. Angela Yee went on Twitter, announced that she is gonna be leaving the Breakfast Club. How do you gentlemen feel? We all are in the media space. We all kind of grew up wanting to host a show, be on the show, being a guest on the show, or doing something similar. How do you guys feel about the show abruptly ending after multiple years of being on air?
You want me to go first? You want to go? My thoughts on it is, like, it was bound to happen.
Okay.
It was bound to happen because everyone else is doing pretty much their own things. Because we were discussing before we like started like recording, like everyone else is like either doing their own thing, have their own show, pretty much making their money besides. Besides the Breakfast Club, so it was bound to happen. That was just my thought process. Only thing is, like, if Angela Yee, if once she leaves, is someone else gonna come to replace that role, or are they all just gonna split up altogether? Who knows? I think they'll split up altogether because, like I said, they all doing their things, but we'll see what happens next.
Mm-hmm. For me, man, I was just like, dang, I was going through memory lane for real, because like you said, we've been watching for a long time. I was watching from the Webby interviews to the Ray J interviews to everything they got going now. I wasn't disappointed at all. Like, you know, he said everything that starts usually comes to an end. But to even just like kind of, not amplify, but just to keep going with that topic, like, man, you got to think, like, if you're a fan of them, look what they done, bro. 12 years, they said, right? And then I seen the Twitter post, but even in my head, I'm like, okay, it's probably more of a, she wants to do her own solo thing. Because they all been solo, like he said. Yeah. But she just probably wants to expand it in her portfolio. So when I seen because I don't know if you guys were able to see, they actually had like a explanation about it this morning. I'm not going to say too much about it if you didn't get to, but basically she was saying that she's still there for the current being. But later throughout the year, that's when she's going to show you guys, okay, she already has her podcast and everything else. She's going to show you her own show, syndicated, national, like she's gonna show you how she does it her way. So I'm cool with that because it's like you just gotta expand yourself, man. Like Charlamagne, Envy, Angela, they all bosses in real life. So it's like that's something for me to think about later on. Like, okay, if I don't want to keep podcasting, what else do I want to see that I could do? So I was cool with it. And it's plus like, bro, they've known each other for years. Whether they're as tight as they were, I'm sure there's still love and respect because regardless, y'all in the Hall of Fame. No one's going to do what y'all have done. Like, and I'm not saying that to hate. I'm just like, and I'm gonna wrap it up so I don't go too long about it. But it's like, if there was 3 people to replace them right now in entertainment, whether they do the exact same thing or just people who are possibly good enough to replace them, I can't see 3 people. I think that's too much pressure because that type of show, you know what you're coming in there for, and you know how it get down. So I don't know who 3 people could replace him. So I think everybody would be happy.
Want me to go?
Yeah.
How I looked at it is, first I want to say congratulations to Angela.
Congratulations for sure.
I would want to say that. My just thing on it, it was kind of odd just how the news happened. Like she just put out like a very like misdirecting tweet saying that, oh, the Breakfast Club is going to be done.
As you know it.
As you know it. Like, okay. So now she comes on the Breakfast Club, as you can see, like she says, well, they said it was kind of calculated because it looks like off that video, they kind of had a feeling, they kind of knew what was going to happen, obviously. But my issue is like, why would you announce it that way? Because at the end of the day, it's like she says, oh, I'm leaving. But I thought like, oh, everything was set in stone. I thought you had everything set up, like you got your producers and all that. So I'm like, so basically, are you telling millions of people you're leaving your platform on a promise?
I get what you're saying.
Or you know what it is at this new age, I feel like it could be sort of a rollout of different shit, which I think is corny. But what I want to say is, you know,
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, my bad. Shit, go ahead. Shit, my bad. You got to your point, nigga. I talk too much.
Go on, King.
But what was I gonna say?
Leave that too, because that means
But what I will say is like the Breakfast Show definitely can't be replicated, but I still do feel like there was a little bit of animosity between her and Charlamagne. I still kind of felt that energy because, as you can tell, like the show wasn't really the same after the Gucci Mane interview with Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Shit, the Gucci Mane episode period because he called her out and nobody really.
Yeah.
No one helped.
It was
like, and I'm not trying to like talk down on Angelique because she is just as much as important as like the other 2 members. But the thing is, what I personally realized with Angelique is that she's just not good when someone like challenges like her authority. Because like happened with Gucci Mane, and I also did see it with K Michelle. We never really saw K Michelle come back on the show after that.
I've never seen the K Michelle interview. What happened on the K Michelle?
Pretty much like it's just Angela Yee, she's doing her job, talking about certain things, and then K Michelle just disagreed, like, oh, you're a woman, you shouldn't be talking to me that in a certain way. And Angela Yee like literally did not say anything for the rest of the interview. So
which I respect. Versus blowing shit up and being catty on live radio.
But then again, when DJ Envy or Charlamagne has a problem with guests, which we've seen for years, the interview is gonna go unless you're just gonna leave. So that's just one thing. But I wish her the best, and I think it was almost time at this point as well. So what do you think about Cheech?
Well, I don't think for one, I think she was very emotional. I don't think she was respected.
You can't tell women they're emotional, Cheech.
Everyone is emotional. Everyone has emotions, so therefore everyone is emotional. To what degree are you emotional is a whole different thing. Got you, bitch. Anyway, but what I will say is she was very emotional, and emotion and business does not go well together, and emotional and content does not correlate well together. Number two, I don't think she was respected as much as the other two, mainly because we know how the entertainment music is ran by mostly niggas. It's not until the last few years that we've seen women starting to hone their power through podcasting and being open about sex and certain shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? We watch her bloom into who she is like visually. You feel me? Yeah. But just like you said, it was bound to happen. Charlamagne got a Comedy Central show. He has the Black Effect podcast, the network shit. Envy is doing car shows, real estate.
Flipping,
you feel me? Flipping shit. Angela Yee is doing her podcast and all that shit. So it's like, I think they all have access at this point to the same pool of people. They all got what they wanted out of that whole shit, which is all that you can hope for. I would hate for even me and Gary to stop doing this, for him to walk away or me to walk away with less than we actually came into this with.
Exactly.
The least we both need to walk away with is information that we can use as leverage into our next endeavors. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's beauty in completion. So, good luck to them on whatever they do next, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be entertaining. But we know who was the A mic, B mic, C mic, and hopefully they all fall into the right spaces.
Everything fall in place.
That's just how it has to be, though. Any situation where you have a tree, you have to know, like, you're ranking that situation.
You think so? I don't believe
you
that.
have to, bro.
I don't believe that.
Because if you don't, you're going to have conflict.
No, that's the problem.
If you telling me you can have 3 A-star and like 3 A-star
yes.
and just work together and not
it's called communication, bro.
Like, it can happen, but it's like
it's rare.
But this is the problem. Everybody's commitment level to the craft is different.
Exactly.
Like, how hard are you willing to go? Because what happens is niggas start getting in, when family gets involved. Like, fam, I want to do, like, for example, let's say me and Gary take this shit to the next level, and now we get in a bag, a big bag out of this. Now we got to travel. Let's say at this.
Cheech's biggest fear, by the way. Cheech's biggest.
No. It's not necessarily my biggest fear, but let's say at the, he's married, he has kids at home. I can't force that man to be on a 30-city tour with me. You feel me? When he has kids, and you feel me? He's missing out on soccer practice and all that shit. You get what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And it's just like, for me, like, I can't push what I want on him, and he can't push what he wants on me. But if we sign a contract, fam,
it don't matter.
It do not matter.
His money is on the fucking line. It's a whole different thing. Now, if we doing some shit independently, cool, walk away as you wish. For sure. But if there's a bag on the table,
hey, all I'm gonna say is Kevin Durant told us contracts don't matter.
But he's also Kevin Durant.
He's also Kevin Durant. He can retire right now and be straight.
He's still top 15.
But yeah, like I said, it's just
yeah.
It is what it is, man. And everybody is getting older and have your goals change with age. So I understand.
And I'll say this because I don't want to go off this tangent too much. I'm only saying it just for the part of people who really listen to this. They gotta understand. Like, you can have the A, B, C, whatever that crap is, but it's like, if you do that lifestyle, the one who's the A star may not be doing as much work as the C. The C could just only be the C because of popularity. But in work ethic, that's how I live by anyway. I care about work ethic. I don't care about nothing else. The work ethic gonna show every single time.
1,000%.
Never failed me.
Trust me.
Or anybody else I know. So if you're the C person doing the A work, but you're the A person, you're doing C work, that's not even saying it's fair. It's in life, nothing's fair, but if you have something going on with a group of people, there's got to be communication so everybody knows we can keep pushing it the right way. So I'll tell anybody listening, like, if you're in a group, you're in a business, make sure everyone does the same amount of work. Because once that's not the same and people get real paid, it's hard for some people to adapt. Time don't wait for nobody, fam.
That's true.
Again for the people in the back.
For sure.
Well, get me familiar with this Wiz Khalifa thing.
Oh, I couldn't wait for
that boy. That boy.
Oh man, what's going on with Wiz?
Gary's
What's going on? Because he dropped an album. The last I remember, that nigga dropped an album. I didn't see no rollout. I didn't see no promo. I didn't see no lead single.
Taylor.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. So basically, what happened is there's a video of Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa put out an album. I think it's called like Metaverse something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. He put out an album. A lot of people didn't know about it, and he actually said in his last interview of him saying what happened. What I'm about to say is that Wiz basically just went independent.
Okay.
So Wiz just went independent, and he just put out an album, and I believe he was gonna have like a listening party, or it was basically he was performing in some club, and DJ was supposed to play a couple of the songs off the album. Mm-hmm. I believe the club was called like Poppy.
I know that club. I know about that club.
So what happens is that Wiz has some drinks in, and then the DJ's fucking up. The DJ's fucking up. He's playing Wiz Khalifa records, but he's only playing like the pass hits.
Black and Yellow.
The shit he probably not even on no more.
Exactly.
I'd be hot.
You'll be up here?
He just put his blood, sweat, and tears in his album, but no one's listening to it.
I get it. Yeah, you're right.
But then Wiz takes it a little too far. He calls out the DJ in front of everybody, kind of punks him, because Wiz has been in the gym and shit. So he kind of slaps the DJ's hat off and everything, kind of violating him in front of everybody. And this is all on camera, because of course this is gonna be on camera, because Wiz is usually a calm, collective dude. We never seen Wiz act out of character.
Yeah, weed smoker, cool nigga from LA. Yeah.
Calm, collective.
So first off,
from LA.
I think Pittsburgh type shit. Yeah.
First off, I'm gonna say is that Wiz was absolutely wrong to put his hands on anybody. He shouldn't have done that. He had a little bit too many drinks. But one thing I'm going to say is Wiz at the bottom line is wrong. But what I will say is fucking DJs. When you have a job to do the fucking job. Now, even going to give Wiz some more slack is the fact that he just went independent, right? So probably Wiz's team didn't inform the DJ of what songs to play. That could also be another factor. Okay. But my issue too is that DJs, I feel like y'all be coasting a little bit too much. Y'all come in playing the same fucking records. Now I'm just going on my own personal rant about DJs. Is that the fact is yo, DJs, don't you realize that it's 2022? I shouldn't be hearing fucking Trey songs in the club.
Oh, wow. Okay. I get it.
But Trey I disagree.
Let me say some shit.
Go ahead.
I hear fucking Say Ah in the club, I'm leaving. Fam,
well, Say Ah's a hit.
Let me tell you something, bro. Music come out every Thursday night at midnight.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I listening to shit from 2010?
That's real. I understand that point.
Everyone in this club, the oldest nigga in this club is 35.
I understand that point.
No, fuck that. There's even sometimes the oldest person in the club is probably even 30. Mm-hmm. So if I'm being really honest, DJs, y'all need to fix up your Serato, man. That's all I'm saying. What's your take on it?
I'll go next. This is what I will say.
Talk to me.
What I will say is, number one, he was wrong, right? Mm-hmm. Number two, he was wrong again. Well, he was wrong the first time for putting his hands on any grown men, because you could get sued. You're a celebrity. Mm-hmm. There's a lot that could come with that. Yeah. You feel me? You got niggas with you, like obviously if the DJ's by himself, he's not going to try to retaliate or react or whatever, and he's trying to protect his job at this point. Number two, you wrong again for not bringing your own fucking DJ. You too big of an act to not walk with your team and walk with a set list of things that you need done. You feel me? As soon as you got on that mic, hey, I need you to play these 4 records. Here's the hard drive to play these 4 or 5 records. You feel me? Yeah. But you too big to not have your own DJ or walk with your own DJ. You feel me? It could be entitlement, it could be ego, it could be you know who the fuck I am. But at the same time, we live in a society where it's what have you done for me lately? You feel me? As a DJ, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But I have a crowd to please. You feel me? You a musician. I know what you want to hear, but I'm supposed to please this crowd. This crowd knows you for Black and Yellow, nigga. So if I want them to dance, guess the fuck what I'm gonna play to protect my job and to keep these motherfuckers dancing. Yeah. Black and Yellow. You feel me? So I get it, but it's like there's steps that he's completely wrong in my opinion, because there's steps that he could have took to avoid all that. Once you don't do the work and you don't prepare for what it is that you got going on, if you fail, I don't want to hear no other excuse than you should have did what you had to do.
Okay.
That's it.
I think for me, man, I didn't know too much until you informed me about the situation. I definitely think, first off, if you're going to touch it, man, you got to be ready for what comes with it. So
1,000%.
you're wrong off that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he know better. He got, you know what I'm saying? He's smart enough to know that. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what alcohol he was on, but if he was on some Incredible Hulk or whatever that shit is, I understand the reaction he gave him. But now, this is the way I see it. I'm not in the DJ like universe. I don't know the whole 1, 2, 3, the whole business, so I can't say too much on that. But I'll say like if Wiz talked to the man, whether it was before the club had started or however the situation went, because like you said with his team, Wiz could tell him, hey, bro, I got 4 songs for you. My team gonna get you right and tell you, okay, cool. If the team didn't do that, I blame the team for not getting him right correctly.
That's true.
Because like you said, when you're independent, there's no major label saying, hey, nah, you have to. The team's got to be like, hey, we're going to email you these records. We want to get Wiz's new album, some promotion. But,
fam, as soon as you book to headline that club or to be a guest.
DJ should already know.
Yeah. The assistant should go to the club early, give him the hard drive and all that shit.
Yeah.
But this is my one thing, bro. Wiz Khalifa made that song with Charlie Puth, correct? That's how you pronounce his name?
Charlie Puth, yeah.
Charlie Puth, my bad, fam. And then the song called See You Again.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping about nothing, fam. I know he's still getting paid from that song.
Right, that shit Diamond, I think, yeah.
Bro, so I don't know that's his first Diamond song, but it's just like, bro, you're Wiz Khalifa. You are the closest thing. I might go crazy with this take, sue me, whatever. It is what it is. Snoop, yeah. He might be the closest thing to Snoop we have. Like sometimes they say with MJ, Chris Brown is the closest thing. If there is nobody closer. Well, for me, I'm going to go Wiz is the closest thing. So you're already in that lane of cool, chill. Like, they might start calling him Uncle Wiz in a couple years. Who knows? But I'm just saying, like, bro, you got so much stuff going on. You a boss. You put people on. Black and Yellow is your national anthem. I wouldn't really trip about something like that, but I don't know how that situation was. It's kind of unfortunate because, like, damn, he really looked like he about to bust that DJ's ass. And I'm thinking, but what if that DJ knows how to fight? He might bust Wiz's ass. That's going to be crazy.
Now it's embarrassing because you get your ass over at your own rollout party.
If I was them boys, y'all need to do a podcast episode together and clean everything up. That's what I would do.
What about you, Stephon?
PR.
Like, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement that he shouldn't do it. So
yeah, Wiz is in the wrong.
Be a Virgo. Be a Virgo. Say how you really feel. Be a Virgo. Okay, here we go.
All right, so boom. I think Wiz had the right to whoop that nigga ass. Here, listen. Here's this. I'm just being the devil's advocate. Here's this.
Talk to me.
You gotta think like
I'm with you at the end of the day. Yeah.
I'm coming to promote at your club, right? That means I'm bringing my audience to your place, correct?
That's true.
If I'm doing everything to help you promote your club, you gotta be able to do me these simple favors of playing my music that I ask you to do, and so on and so forth. Like you said, I should have made the effort to give him the music ahead of time and all that. I agree. But if I'm already at the show and I'm already talking to you, because there's no way I go to you and tell you, oh, this is the play. There's no way I'm just telling you go DJ and you have nothing to go off. There's no way. Especially I'm gonna have a new album coming the way. Come on now.
Does the DJ know? Did the DJ know if he had a new album?
That's another thing. Yeah.
Did the DJ even know?
That's
he
another
might
thing.
not know just because you're
You may
Wiz.
not know, but like if you're a DJ, don't you think it'd be smart to do the research on who's gonna be at the show?
No.
Yeah.
No. I just get.
No,
that's my gig. I get paid to be here.
Because it's not like they know who's coming. Like they just pull up. I'm
yeah,
assuming.
they know.
Most DJs are independent contractors.
Okay.
But it's like, okay, if I know Chris Brown is gonna be at a club, that big of an act. If I'm a good DJ and I take my job seriously, I'm gonna do my due diligence and create a little set for him to vibe out and to show love.
If I'm a DJ and I'm performing at a Latin club and I only know rap music, I'm playing Daddy Yankee, Bad Bunny. I'm playing freaking
That boy Bad Bunny go crazy.
What's other
Nicky
dude?
Jam,
J Balvin, Anuel. I'm playing every freaking Spanish rapper I know, but not to show y'all.
But like, my thing is like, he's definitely wrong for that, but I can see why he did it. I can't blame him for doing it. He already did it. It is what it is at this point. You can definitely go up to him and apologize, but if you do, you gonna look like a sucker in my eye. I'm sorry. Be about your shit, bro. If you ready to throw down with a nigga, be ready about that shit. That's just me.
He said the same thing about the Will Smith apology.
100% though.
You should. All I'm gonna say is to close this up. I know we've been on this topic for a while. It's just I resonate with the cool, calm, collective dude that had enough. Because I know what that feels. Because like this man just put out an album. He worked hard on this shit, so he wants to see like audience actually really see how it is. I know, but he was definitely wrong at the end of the day to put his hands on another man.
For sure. Love is love, man. Peace and prosperity.
Right. There's rumors that Pete Davidson has had a fallout with Kim. They're no longer together. Again, this is a rumor. We don't know for sure. Because we live in an era where we don't see niggas post 2 pictures together. And niggas go to the beach by themselves. Paparazzi catch me coming out of the store by myself. Apparently, I'm no longer with the chick. You feel me? Even though I could be going to her house.
My car is not parked out front.
Yeah, so it's like there's rumors that, they went their separate ways. Obviously Kanye being childish and petty, put up a post, Pete Davidson dead at 28, and he made a joke about Cudi. The internet was on, going into frenzy. You feel me? Everybody was going crazy. But how do y'all boys feel? Because I'll start.
Go ahead, fam.
The way I felt was,
you gonna take Kanye's side every time. Go ahead.
Listen.
Look.
Bitches are always gonna come back home. Like, it's a phase, bro. Because like I said, I had this conversation with somebody when Jay-Z, when we found out Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. I'm like, if Beyonce were to go out there and date again with kids and just being Beyonce, how many men are on that caliber to pick from? And how do you know that they want to assume that responsibility? It's like there's only a few men that she knows she can have that connection with, that understand her world, her crazy, what comes with being Kim.
Exactly.
And that can afford to date Kim.
Exactly.
You feel me? So all that corny shit, he makes me laugh. He has a big dick. All this shit is like, all right, you mad at your nigga.
Yeah.
You want to thought and bop around
Okay.
and get some dick outside of that. But I'm not saying she's going to go back to Kanye, but what we all can agree on is she never looked right with Pete, because we know she could get any man. She could date the prime minister of Russia if she wants.
In real life.
She could date. She's one of the most sought after women in the world. She could do what she please. And on top of that, the icing on the cake is she has her own money. Yep. So she really don't need a bag from a nigga. She don't need a look from a nigga. She don't need no fame, no clout from a nigga. So my thing is, we've seen she's no different than Becky from down the street. That's what they do.
Calling Kim Kardashian and Becky from down the street is crazy.
I'm just saying.
Shout out to
Jasmine. It could be Jasmine from down the block. You feel me?
Shout out to Becky. Shout out to Jasmine.
It is, man. We knew this was gonna happen. And again, he's gonna fake like he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna go to trauma therapy. He's gonna act like his world is shattering down, because we've seen him do this with every woman. He did this with Ariana. He did this with. I'll give him. I'll shoot him some bail though. He done fuck some bad bitches.
Can I go, y'all go? Can I go?
Like I said, if you a weak ass nigga, you a weak ass nigga. If you can't handle being broken up by a bad bitch, it's what it is.
Yeah, in real life.
Gary.
Talk to me, Gary.
Talk about the hypocrisy
then.
of all this shit.
Okay.
Kanye West is considered the mental health guy, right? Yes or no? Is he considered the mental health guy?
He's not Billy Up.
Is he considered the mental health guy, Cheech?
Listen,
all right.
You try to take my bitch, I don't give a fuck about mental health, physical health, feet health, neck health, none of that.
You're talking to one of the biggest Kanye
You
fans.
tattoo my kids on your body, nigga. What mental? I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you fuck my bitch and you tattoo my kids' names on your body.
Let me tell you something.
I don't give a fuck. I don't consider your health.
Let me say something. All I'm saying is Kanye was hella on the freaking, like the t-shirt effect when you're in a store. When you see the t-shirt there, you didn't care for it, or you probably getting tired of it. But when another nigga pick up that same t-shirt and put it down, you gonna run back to that motherfucker. Let's be honest.
If you can't have it, yeah.
Kim, can we end this narrative? Kim did not leave Kanye West for Pete Davidson. The bitch was already single. Yeah. I'm sorry for calling her a bitch, but let's be honest. Kanye was already fucking around by the time they said they was freaking talking about divorce. So now Kim literally
it was not public though. It was not public until she went public. Then we saw his dirt.
I understand.
Let's clarify.
I understand. But at the end of the day, Kanye, you the mental health guy. You claim you bipolar. You Mr. freaking church on Sundays. Now, when it comes to a nigga talking about his mental health that's known for freaking causing harm to himself, you literally saying, bro,
fuck that nigga.
Dead, Skeet Davidson dead at 28, fam. You know how mentally fucked, like seeing, like, what if someone said that to you? Gary dead at freaking such and such. Bro, I would be freaking wilding, especially if I had mental health issues, fam. We just need to stop the hypocrisy. Okay. Bro, this man Kanye, I'm telling you right now, Kanye has been on some next level dickhead shit for the past couple weeks.
100%.
Bro, in the wise words of my homie O'Sil, I'd rather lose my mind than lose my bitch. So, fam, you coming at me about my family, nigga. You coming at me about my mom. You coming at me about my kids, and you try to take away my dream girl. Fuck anything. Fuck Saturday Night Live. Fuck Pete. Fuck Skeet. Fuck Cuddy.
Fuck your church. Fuck
all them niggas I stand with.
Fuck your church. Fuck your church. Say it, Chief. Fuck your church.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Right.
You know why I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, somebody come right now. Come take your girl right after you guys had a minor breakup. Here goes this sweet ass nigga trying to charm your girl. You find out he's smacking her. Cool, that's fine. You fucked up. You gotta own up to that.
Yeah.
Not only are you fucking this nigga, you have him around my kids. Not only do you have him around my kids, you allow him to tattoo my kids' names on his body.
Oh, he did that?
Yes.
Oh, no. I ain't
On
gonna-
top of that, you have this nigga on your show. Your mom is this nigga new assistant manager, getting him gigs on Netflix and shit. This nigga is using you as a rollout. What the fuck?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck
Pete,
that
that's
nigga.
different.
What?
I always liked Pete because when I used to watch
I'm
him,
so crazy about my family, nigga. What you
Nah.
talking about?
Kanye West put out literally a whole music video on ways to kill this nigga.
Hold on, before you go,
Alright.
I just want to say these two quick things, then I'll let you go first because you probably have more to say to me. One, when you were saying that the T-shirt analogy about how when you want that T-shirt, but then you see somebody else get it, well, when you're not really worried about that T-shirt at the moment and someone else get it, you feel some type of way trying to get it back. I used to be that J. I don't know if y'all did that, but like with Pokemon cards or any like action figure type
Yeah.
shit.
And I'm a
if
fight
I
about
couldn't
it, too,
get it because my
nigga.
people wasn't trying to buy it.
Charizard.
If I couldn't get it, nobody was trying. If my people
I
weren't
rip
trying
that
to buy
shit.
it, or I couldn't buy it, I would put that be in the back of the aisle, like the back of the back. So if I ever come
the
back,
milk section?
I know exactly where I can get it in case someone.
I used to
buy
do that at H&M.
sure.
I used to find a shirt my size. I couldn't afford it. I said, I'm going to come back tomorrow and get it. I'll go hide that bitch in the
I'm
back.
telling you. I even tell the manager, hey, just leave this somewhere for me. I'm coming right back.
Yeah,
I want to say,
bruh.
yeah. Well, go ahead.
What's your take?
So
Pete, crazy.
a couple questions. So did you guys know that he went to propose?
Fuck that nigga.
Who's Pete Davidson
Yeah,
proposed?
Pete Davidson was
I had no idea about
apparently
this.
going to propose to her before they ended up breaking up.
Cap.
So I don't know. But the thing is, like, this is my thing.
He's no
Kim
bitch for
is
7
not coming
months.
back to Kanye. I don't see her coming back.
I've seen
I don't-
bitches do worse.
Fam, did you not see this man's freaking? Sorry to cut you off, but the man's fucking political rollout.
Talking about Pete?
Talking about like
Kanye.
Kanye.
Oh, for like when he was dropping his.
Bro, this man told millions of people that Kim was gonna abort North.
Yeah,
Fam,
yeah.
marriage done.
Yeah, when you put shit out there in the limelight,
Fam.
it's not.
You
gonna
don't
be
think
hard.
she knew the man she married?
That's
You
what I'm
don't
trying to say.
You don't
So,
think she
yeah,
endured
yeah.
certain shit? If this is Kanye live on TV, you don't think Kanye's mind works more fucked up ways behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, yeah.
hope
Laying next to
I
the
would hope
woman that
not.
he loves?
I would
You know how
hope-
vulnerable we get after sex?
Man,
Jeez, you didn't even do all that.
This
No,
man
but
is-
let's
real
keep,
shit.
but
Real
no,
shit,
but
real
let's keep
bone.
it G.
Yeah, real
You
shit.
lay down with your woman.
Yeah,
You
you
tell
tell
her
her
all your
everything. You tell her
dreams, your
everything.
desires,
You tell her
your goals.
everything.
You
You tell
don't
her
think she knew he was gonna run for president?
it's not even the
Probably.
fact that he run for president. It's the fact that he's bringing down his family while doing it, fam.
Fam, your girl know all your strengths and your weaknesses. She knew what she signed up for. Did she
I
want
believe
Kanye to be that vocal? No, but at the same time, I cannot control this man because I've been saying this for years. The same reason why we love Kanye is the same reason why we hate Kanye. When he was saying all that shit, George Bush don't like black people, yes.
Then he
He
dropped-
said it on national TV, but now I'm gonna come back and support Trump on national TV. Where did he come from? What you mean? He's been him.
I understand, but I'm still going back to the fact that this nigga has told the world about his personal family.
That was his truth. That's all I'm gonna say. Would I disclose
only
that
toxic.
information?
Only toxic niggas say that shit.
I
Fuck
feel
all
you.
that. That's
I-
only
like I
toxic
said.
niggas say that shit. I'm gonna say my truth.
For sure.
I just feel bad for P at this point because you got to think you really was stuck by this bad bitch or whatever, and
Fuck that nigga, man.
that shit. Bro, I understand why you feel that way and that he came over to try to take your bitch. I 100% agree with you. If you try to take my bitches, fuck you, real shit. But you have to understand, like, this nigga probably went through some shit just to get with
going
like
through
Kim in the first place. And once you got with Kim, you have to deal with all the shit that you had to deal with Kanye.
Sam.
Hey man, you fucking up. Exit shot.
Oh, my bad.
But here's my thing, Stefan. You don't even have to do that. There's so many bitches in Miami that are Kim lookalikes. You could go to Miami for a summer and live it up. You don't have to dip
You got me
your
there.
feet into my pool.
But like, it's a celebrity thing. You want to be able to bag another person's bitch. That's just how it is.
At first it was bragging points. You want to be able to say you smash it. Let's be honest.
If he smashed
can we
it-
please be honest? Why do you think Pete Davidson, out of all these women out here, he's been in Hollywood for years. Why do you think he pursued Kim Kardashian?
I don't think, no, that's a fact. He did not pursue Kim Kardashian. She went to SNL and said she was DTF. Let's not forget that part.
Great. She said that. But
who's turning down Kim Kardashian pussy?
Great. Cool. In your ego.
Don't lie to yourself.
Even when you on the way to smash Kim Kardashian, what's going on through your brain?
I bring on the pod.
Can we please be honest? If I'm Pete, Kim said I'm DTF. And after the show, I'm in my car driving to her house to fuck. What's going on through my brain?
I'm just trying to get
this the bitch that Kanye going crazy on? Ooh, I'm about to blaze out. Bro, I'm about to fucking try all these sex positions. I've been watching this bitch in magazines.
You see the sex thing, all that shit.
Damn!
Get a piece.
Let's be niggas, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a bullshit. I would have the same type. But the thing is, I already know, like,
It's an ego trip.
he should have came in with the knowledge, like, yo, I'm just gonna come and clap and that's it. He made a mistake.
fell in love.
He made a mistake.
He
and fell in love.
Damn.
That's what happens. Some
I'm
niggas
in
fall
a
in love.
different bracket. Of course I'm staying. The fuck?
Okay, then you need to come. Okay, cool, great. With great power come great responsibility.
All right, which is
now
very
deal
true.
with the bit bullshit that the bad bitch come with.
But look, she's trying to freaking sound like Kanye's secretary, nigga. If Kim Kardashian is throwing you pussy, you was freaking catching that and trying your best to hold on
Great.
to that motherfucker.
Any bitch
That's
that wanna-
everybody at this table.
Fine.
Personally, I would just want it the
Also,
one time and that's it. I wouldn't want to go.
But Stefan, it's the same thing as a bitch right now dealing with how many girlfriends you done had in the last 6 months. It's the same thing, because guess what? Ooh, the billionaire Kanye, he bought me a Birkin. Oh shit, the billionaire Kanye, he bought me a Birkin, but that nigga crazy. That nigga want to do some type. You feel
All right,
me?
but
It's just-
Cheech,
that's
did
just
they
what-
leave Kanye or Kanye left them? Answer that.
They probably left Kanye because they're not
fuck outta
wired to
here.
deal with that type of guy, bro. Kanye's mind work in a whole different type of way, bro. Like I said, Kim knows how to handle Kanye. Kanye knows how to handle Kim. That's why that relationship worked, because it's two people that are crazy in their own right coming together.
I think they're
Crazy
prime
understands
offers, too.
crazy. You feel me?
Hey, can we get into the last topic? Because even like this is a good topic, but the next topic we just gonna have the same energy.
Oh my
about.
bad.
yeah,
Before we
man.
go, because I just want to say one quick thing. With everything that's been going on, I hope all the people who are listening through YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, please make sure you stream every episode. But what I would tell y'all, don't treat none of these celebrities as role models, bro.
No,
they
not.
just the same
Live your
people as
life.
us.
No.
They just got richer and famous a lot quicker.
Yep.
That's
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. Irv Gotti versus Fat Joe. To really make it.
wait. Irv Gotti.
No, I'm gonna roll it out.
Okay.
To give you a backstory,
Talk to
Irv
me.
Gotti and Ja Rule did the Drink Champs podcast with Nori and DJ FN and the whole staff. And, you know, part of the episode was him disclosing some of the most personal information we didn't know we weren't privy of for a long time, which is, you know, he had a sexual relationship with Ashanti, which
But-
a lot of people didn't know.
But the point of the whole interview was
Yeah.
for the freaking
a documentary
the
that he has
documentary
coming out.
of Murder Inc. That
Murder
was the
Inc.
point of
Oh,
the
Gotti got
documentary.
one. Okay.
But here's the issue now.
Which Ashanti was a part of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
record
yeah.
label.
The
Yep.
link.
Yes.
The ink.
So the issue is that the interview became more of the little detail of Irv Gotti and Ashanti majority of the interview, even though the interview was supposed to be majority
He got
about
more
the
about
documentary.
them too than the actual
Yes.
brand itself. Okay.
Now, before we even get into the topic
Yeah.
at hand, as a good podcasting host, as a good podcast, who controls the pace and the direction of the interview? Let me just ask y'all that, just before we start.
The host.
The host, right?
Gotta be the
Yeah.
host. Co-host, whatever it is.
Do we all agree it's the host?
Yeah.
And why the fuck are we blaming Irv Gotti for how the interview turned out?
He's a grown ass man.
I gotta give those 10 points to Gary. I'm
He's a
not gonna lie. I
grown-ass
do
man.
agree with what you're saying. If
Fam.
I'm Nori or whoever the case is, you gotta let people know how it comes. But I'm assuming those boys,
But
Bro,
are
it's
friends or they've been around each other
if
for a
I
long
see
time.
you, Stefan,
Talk to me.
Since you right here with me and I can see it. If I've been talking about Ashanti for a whole hour, you don't, as a good host, you don't have a way to break that barrier and say, hey, all right, Ja Rule, how did you discover Ja Rule? You tell him.
Fuck no, it's content gold.
Let me.
Why the fuck am I?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Now, let you go. I'll say this too, because I do agree with what you're saying. But at least like these are the aesthetics. This is DVP. We can do it in a different environment. Them boys are the drink champs. You getting drunk and exposing your deepest, darkest truth. So once that boy's already in that element with the lick, it's kind of hard to be like, hey man. So
gotta
yeah,
let him
by
out.
the way, when Ja Rule had that song, how was it? How was the situation? It's like, bro, I'm not done with Ashanti, so
Great, cool.
that's kind of hard to tell someone because he might have gone the wrong way.
Well, let's start with how he felt about it. Let's go with you, Gary, and we'll go across the room and see how everybody felt about it.
Let me tell you about the issue of the interview. Okay. So the main purpose of there is to what? Sell your documentary. Yeah. Now I understand everything is a rollout. Everything needs to be promo. First of all, you can tell that Irv Gotti. No one really knew that Irv Gotti and Ashanti were dating until literally this week. If we're being 100% honest.
I learned from you.
Well, I heard they were fucking. I didn't know about all the dating shit. But
dating or fucking. To be honest, I don't even know if that's even true at this point because Ashanti has yet to say anything. So
she shouldn't. I forgot. You put a business out.
Exactly.
There's power in silence, and she could be in love right now with somebody too.
Don't say shit.
This record dropping soon.
So another the main issue is that, bro, how let's even get back to the Nori situation because like the host is in control of the whole interview. Fam, Nori did his job. He tried his best to talk about try to do the quick time in slime. It took literally a whole hour to do quick time in slime. It took about an hour. Because, bro, literally the start of the fucking interview, Irv Gotti is like, you see this watch? Ashanti got me this watch and got her name engraved. Bro, this man was off the shits off rip. Every time Noriega tried to freaking change the subject, he always go back, yeah, but freaking Ashanti, bro, she threw up the freaking gang sign, said she was out. Like, bro, this man kept putting up her name every chance he got. So my issue is that, fam, I just think it's corny. The fact that
corny or hurt. Was he hurt?
It's hurt, but it's corny at the same time. Like, fam, it's just Cheech is like loves to talk about money. This nigga is just said multiple times he's damn near 300 million up. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you cared about Ashanti so much? First of all, you caring about a fling. You can talk about more about your fling more than your freaking actual marriage. This nigga was married during all this shit. Ooh. That's what makes it more corny.
That boy need a show.
Wait, hold on. He was married. He was special.
Irv need a podcast.
And you put that out in the air?
Nigga put out in the air. And what even sounds more even crazy, Noriega even said that, fam, you know, you was married during all this. Oh, don't worry, bro. People kept saying that Ashanti is the reason why I divorced. It wasn't even Ashanti. It was the other three bitches I was fucking. Like, he said that shit so fucking casually. So all I'm saying is, man, it's just hella disrespectful. It wasn't professional at all. The fact you kept talking about a little fling you had. Mm-hmm. I understand niggas is hurt, but bro, you need to act your tax bracket, bro.
Yeah, you up there in rank.
You freaking out here partying with freaking the owner of the freaking Milwaukee Bucks, and you freaking talking about this shit of a little fling you had.
Okay, so now before we move on, what's the difference on what he did versus when Drake keep dropping names of bitches he fucked throughout his whole career in songs and albums?
Drake hasn't really dropped names in songs. He always talked about bitches, but he didn't really drop names like that. He dropped SZA's name. I'll confirm that.
He dropped Rihanna's name.
There was this one song.
When did he say like? He dropped Rihanna's
Ashanti
name.
When he made Kiki. Bro?
Who knows that? I'm about to
I get what you're saying.
He subliminally. He does it subliminally.
Fam, this is what I'll say. Men have been doing that for years. The thing is, whenever any nigga in here, whenever we took a bad bitch on a date, or whenever we talking to a bad bitch, or we fucked a bad bitch, we go to a close group of friends and we talk about it. I'm not saying we go
allegedly.
What I'm saying is, if you dating the woman, obviously your friends are not gonna know how many times y'all had sex, and you can't be geeked about a girl that you actually in a relationship with every time. You get what I'm saying? Like, It is what it is. That's your girl now, whatever. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, if any of us had a chance to go on a date with Rihanna, nigga, that's a staple story in our friend circle. Niggas is gonna talk about that. The nigga that went to prom with Beyonce, every time Jay-Z hit a milestone, or every time Beyonce coming out with an album, oh, that nigga sick right now. That picture came out how? How do you think that picture ended up coming out? So it's like, this is my thing. Men and women have been talking about their sexual partners publicly for years. Yeah. It's just when it's on that type of level, it's just like it looks as corny. I didn't look at it that way. Was it in poor taste? Yes. But if a woman went up there, nigga, Superhead wrote a whole book about all the rappers she fucked.
And we addressed the fact that she was foul for that. That's corny. Yes, we addressed that.
Yeah, but
shout out to Superhead.
The nigga did not. Nobody went after her head like they doing with Irv right now. Everybody say, well, she's sharing her truth. This is her story. What you want her... Maya Angelou. She said she used to be out there before she became a writer. Yeah.
Maya was out here?
No, Maya Angelou Rest in peace. She did not go into details, but she said she used to be a prostitute in her 20s, and then she had worked a few gigs, and then she became an established writer and the prolific person that we know of today to be Maya Angelou. Sure. But a lot of people have past lives. Yeah. A lot of people go through hurt. Kyrie, we could blame a lot of bad performances on Kalani.
man.
Party next door. We know men that has done this for years.
Let me just say something. The fact that he brought up Superhead. He brought up Superhead.
You didn't need to bring no Kyrie, bro.
This man brought up Superhead. Superhead wrote a book about all the artists she slept with who was richer than her, more famous than her, more powerful than her. What looks more disgusting? A woman trying to get clout talking about the men she fucked, or a nigga who is powerful, rich,
they're both
owns Ashanti's,
corny is corny.
Owned Ashanti's masters. But, nigga, what more do you want from the bitch?
Her soul, at this point.
What more you want? You wearing the ring that she spent money on you for? Like, fam, what more do you want? That's like you say you fuck.
But we can't say one is corny and one is not. If it's corny, it's corny.
It's both corny. But fam, what's more? I would always say one chick is always uglier than the other, right?
Yeah.
One thing is more nasty than the other. That's all I'm saying. Even though they both nasty.
So Gary, you telling me there's not a woman in the world, if you were single, and I'll preface this with, if you were single, that if you went on a date with or you fucked, that you felt like if she was bad enough or the experience was bad enough, you would not come back and share with your homeboys? Mind you, I know you're in real life.
To millions of people in the world? To millions of people? Look what happened to August Alsina. We call that nigga corny because he aired out freaking Jada Pinkett Smith. What's the difference?
That was not P of him.
What's the difference?
That's not
very unpeeled.
What is the difference?
That's the exception. That's the exception for me. Because you didn't have to do that.
Corny is corny, but fam.
I'll say this too. I think they're both corny. I will say with the Irv guy, I didn't watch the video, but from what y'all
He's telling his truth, man.
It's like, yes, you can tell your truth, but you can say it. This is the thing, bro. I'm going to be real with y'all. Check me out.
So y'all wanted them to be PC with alcohol and
we gonna wrap it up soon next, I promise.
Bro. Like, you just got to do things in good taste. Like, if you want to express your feelings about Ashanti, go ahead. She's a beautiful woman. I understand, fam. But it's like, say it in a way where she can respect you and everybody else can respect you. Because you want to express your feelings, go ahead. But nah, she got to deal with that.
Bitches out here fucking sleeping with princes, bitch. Yeah. I had it first, motherfucker.
You say it in the right way.
Smooth, even that song is corny by Rich. I hit it.
That was terrible.
Bro, I've been said that song was corny.
106 in Park. 106 in Park.
That shit was hard.
Hold up.
That shit was hard. Fuck y'all.
Storage, bro. Freaking.
That shit was hard. Fuck
At 106 in Park, when I watched that video, even the lady was saying, so who's the song about? Ray was like, I mean.
He brought a girl that looked like
Ray J's a demon, bro.
That nigga is nasty, bro.
That nigga brought a whole girl that looked like
Exactly like him. Exactly like him. He's like, oh yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Ray J's very lucky.
It's not something that I did.
Y'all want to know something about me? I keep that same energy at all times with everything, bro. Yeah. Corny is corny.
Yeah, sure. Gary.
He could have did it in a better way.
Yeah, but it has been a wild episode.
Yeah, it has been.
We could have gone. Go ahead.
We could have went a lot crazy, but unfortunately, we have ran out of time.
We definitely got a part 2 where you come back to visit us.
I appreciate y'all boys for sure.
Love. Please shout out the pod. Where can the people find you?
Man, listen, everywhere you can find a podcast platform, we're there. Independently owned. We're not trying to sign to nobody. We want to own everything.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. But yeah, DVP, Desires, Value, Passion. One half of your co-host, Nick Gabe, NICKGABEE.
Second half, call me Wise. Stefan, you know the vibes. Let's get it.
All right.
People can find you,
people can find me on Instagram, outside at brunch, doing things, breaking the mold, just doing God's work, man. But anyway, like I said, shout out to you guys for doing such an amazing job, always supporting, always showing love, and just reaching out, bro. Because like I said, we don't grow until we learn from each other and just push each other to the level we need to be on. So salute to y'all. I go by the name of Cheech, aka, you feel me? I'm here for a second, man. AKA, this is my guy Nick last week in the town show. Give him a proper goodbye. Ladies, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? We gonna put your Addy in the description of the video so they can know where to pull up.
Love is love. Love is love.
Love is love.
Free love, sex, drugs, and love, all that.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. Black Business Supporter, a.k.a. Keep that corny shit away from me, dog.
And stay away from my family.
In real life.
In real life, nigga.
My bitch,
don't fuck my bitch.
Anything you do, just don't fuck my bitch. You can slash my tire, you can wreck my car.
Now it's up for you.
You fuck my bitch, it's up for you, my guy. It's up for you. I'm blasting ESTG, I'm coming your way.
Listen, take my lunch from work Do not text. All right, man. We out here. X is gonna kill us. We out, man. Peace.